Hello, this is Natalie Brown, host of Sound Heal Podcast, and welcome to this special episode, Sound Healing News. There is so much happening in our field right now. As you may know, my monthly episodes are interviews with people in our field, practitioners, musicians, educators, innovators, doctors, scientists, and researchers, and we get a unique look at their perspective and understanding. And I really appreciate your feedback and interest in this podcast and those episodes, as well as the previous Sound Healing News episode. And please do let me know what you think of these bonus episodes, as we'll shed light on sound healing research, what's happening in our communities, sound education, explore new innovations, instruments, books, events, and much more. Last time, the first episode of Sound Healing News, released on April 29th of 2024, we explored sound healing research, the general areas and types of research that are being explored. I highlighted and gave examples of several of those, and we also explored types of community sound healing initiatives that are going on. So I will link to that previous episode wherever you are listening or watching. Today, we are going to explore one of those initiatives, Sound Health Initiative, which is a partnership between NIH and the Kennedy Center. The NIH Sound Health Initiative is a collaborative effort led by the National Institutes of Health, NIH, to explore the connections between sound, music, and health. Launched in 2017, the initiative aims to advance research in how sound and music impact us physically, mentally, and emotionally, how it impacts our well-being. The initiative encompasses several key areas: research, so investigating how sound and music affect various health conditions, including stress, pain, cognitive function, and overall quality of life. They explore interdisciplinary collaboration, bringing together researchers from diverse fields, such as medicine, neuroscience, psychology, and music to create a comprehensive understanding of how sound influences health. They also explore innovation and applications, so developing new therapeutic approaches and interventions based on findings from research. This can include music therapy, mindfulness, sound-based treatments, and other innovative solutions. And public awareness and engagement, promoting the benefits of sound and music for health through education, outreach, and public events. And the initiative is an example of how NIH is leveraging cross-disciplinary approaches to tackle complex health issues and improve well-being through innovative research. The NIH Sound Health Initiative has funded research on the health benefits of music and other sounds. Here's a few examples: pain reduction. Studies have shown that music and other sounds can reduce acute and chronic pain, and exploring how the brain does this and helping to find ways that, could lead to safer solutions to treat pain. Also, memory. Research has been shown that repeated exposure to music, to sounds, can help create and consolidate memories. Music can also help people retrieve memories even when the brain's memory structures are damaged. Neurodevelopment. Research has examined the effects of music-based interventions on neurodevelopment in preterm infants. Cardiovascular health. Research has examined the impact of singing interventions on cardiovascular health in older people with cardiovascular disease. Gait. Research has examined how self-generated rhythmic cues can improve gait in people with Parkinson's disease. And so these are just a few examples of really a massive amount of research. Again, this initiative started in 2017, but in 2019 and 2020, um, $20 million was given to this research and grants. So if you go to the website, nih.gov/sound-health, or of course, just search for NIH Sound Health, you're able to see news, events that they host, but also the grants and all the research that they're doing. So this is just a massive resource as well, just to see what's going on. And now I want to highlight something that was supported by NIH. Music and Mind. This is a brand new book. Music and Mind, Harnessing the Arts for Health and Wellness. This is a 2024 anthology edited by Grammy-winning singer Renee Fleming, who is a huge advocate for the arts and NIH. And this book explores the intersection of art and science through essays from leading experts in various fields. And the book examines the therapeutic effects of music and the arts on health and well-being, as well as how they can connect people and promote healing. It explores related topics such as human evolution, brain function, childhood development, and technology. And I find this to be a tremendously important collection of work for us as sound practitioners. Anyone interested in impact and benefits of sound, this is a compelling, thought-provoking book. And I think this can resonate with anyone, regardless of where you are coming from. Maybe you're an intuitive. Maybe you don't necessarily need the data, the academic work. Or perhaps you are a musician. Maybe you're a researcher, an academic. I think whatever your perspective, there's so much to gain in understanding the potential of sound, of music to soothe, heal, comfort, and connect people. So I personally began with the Audible version of this book, so listening to the audio, which has been really, really enjoyable. And then I got the hardback copy as a resource. And it's wonderful because it is in essays, right? You can read it in small chunks and really explore each topic. Um, the Audible version does come with a PDF, so you won't be missing out on any of the charts, diagrams, or graphics. The hardback copy, it's 592 pages, so an extensive resource of essays to explore. And it's not just scientists, researchers, healthcare providers, but musicians and artists as well, like Roseanne Cash, Rhiannon Giddens, Esperanza Spalding, Yo-Yo Ma, Zakir Hussain. And the book has themes, each with several essays within them. The themes are how and why. So experts explain the basic science of arts when it comes to health, including origins, the human experience. Another theme is the medical muse. So this is health professionals and artists that share impacts of the arts in hospitals and clinical settings. Health in the spotlight, artists and leading presenters discuss key health and community initiatives. Creative learning, educators and researchers illuminate the effects of arts engagement on the developing brain. Music as therapy, experiences and applications. Another section is science, a deeper dive. Researchers reveal their methodology and compelling results. And the final section is the road ahead, integrated approaches in arts, technology, community, and health for the future. Just a couple highlights so far for me of the authors and chapters. What does it mean to be musical? A chapter by Daniel J. Levitin, PhD. Sounding Joy by Christopher Bailey. That's about the transformative experience of music with blindness. And I can't wait to hear about the results of the Singing Heart pilot study outlined in the chapter Can Singing Touch the Heart by Jacqueline Kolinsky, MD. and Music for Chronic Pain Management by Joke Brandt, PhD. Just so many fabulous explorations in truly any way imaginable, it seems. And one of the best endorsements that I've read of Fleming's book, who put this together, comes from Bessel van der Kolk, the author of New York Times #1 bestselling The Body Keeps the Score. What he wrote is, this lyrical book opens our hearts and minds to the vast potential of the creative arts, music, dance, movements, to soothe, comfort, and connect each other, and thereby promote health and well-being. The authors, some of the most luminous musicians, dancers, physicians, and neuroscientists of our time, all are deeply engaging, sometimes even magical. This book inspires us to immerse ourselves in the vast potential of music and other creative arts to heal our wounds, sharpen our minds, enliven our bodies, and restore our broken connections. Another review comes from Sting, the musician, and he writes, at a time when the bonds of our common humanity are being stretched to the limits, at the same time as the intensifying stresses on our personal well-being, Renee's book is a timely reminder that music is the meta-language that connects all individuals and spans all cultures, religions, and races. Music has never been more important. So if you haven't heard of this book yet, definitely look it up, explore it, pick it up from time to time. It's in essays that you can just kind of hop around and read as you're interested. And I think this is going to lead to much more fascinating discussions, more and more research. This is highly supported and is just going to shine a light on these benefits that we all know. We all have experienced it. If we're in sound healing, we know we've seen some amazing things and experienced amazing things happen. And then this is just a wider audience, an integrative audience that's bringing this to the forefront. A couple other things in that vein, the word is out, right? The word is out about the benefits of sound, and just a couple highlights that are fresh and new. In National Geographic, in the April 2024 issue, there's an article called Quieting Your Mind to Meditate Can Be Hard. Here's how sound can help. Studies show that when it comes to silencing your mind, sound may be the most effective tool, right? So there it is in a major publication. Also in Psychology Today, January 2024, a scientist, Marilyn Way, explores an article called The Healing Power of Sound as Meditation. Research suggests sound is a powerful tool to reduce pain, anxiety, and more. And in the New York Times, April 2024, the article, Can a Sound Bath Wash Away Your Worries? We asked experts about the health benefits of listening to gongs, chimes, and crystal bowls. So the word is out. It is, if you just search for sound healing news, any of these terms, this is not a small field anymore. This is not just a trend, it is a need, and we're finding it everywhere. And what a beautiful time to be involved in sound healing, sound therapy, and generally the use of sound for health and wellness. And finally today, if you haven't heard, just a reminder of the International Sound Therapy Association Conference coming up this September. Wave Makers Conference, Harmonizing Minds and Transforming Lives. It's September 20th through 22nd in Sarasota, Florida. You can find out more at istasounds.org. I am so excited to be there with many of you, hopefully, that are listening. I know many people have reached out and saying that they're coming. Some of you have never met in person. Many people will be reconnecting in person, and I'm so looking forward to that. I am one of the presenters. One of the things I'm doing, presented by this podcast, is a panel discussion really exploring the evolving landscape of sound healing. So I'll be moderating that discussion with Joshua Leeds, Mandara Cromwell, Mike Tamburo, Sarah Auster, and Ben Carroll. So these are all people, obviously, that I've interviewed on this podcast, but in person, if you're there, we'll get to explore diverse approaches and just have a collaborative dialogue, talking about the evolution of the field, scientific and spiritual perspectives, highlighting practical applications, and also addressing challenges and opportunities that we have in this field. And we'll also be able to engage the audience there. There'll be a bit of a Q&A session. So very, very excited for this panel to just offer a broad view of sound healing practices and a lively discussion. I'll also be teaching a class as well, an elective. As you may know, if you've looked into this, there's collective assemblies when everybody's there, and that's the panel discussion. But then you get choices as well. And my class is called Nada Yoga, Harnessing Ancient Wisdom for Modern Sound Healing. And so this is really to illuminate the transformative potential of Nada Yoga within the realm of sound healing. So that's the yoga of sound. And we're going to explore its profound principles and practices. And it will really aim to empower you with practical techniques rooted in ancient wisdom, but also fostering a deeper understanding of sound's therapeutic power and its application in modern healing modalities. And Nada Yoga is the yoga of sound, so no yoga experience is necessary. And that does come from my background. I'm a Nada Yoga teacher, RYT. I was trained in Rishikesh, India. So I'm so looking forward to bringing this to the forefront and really exploring and integrating this tradition with modern techniques. It'll be experiential learning, and will also allow you to be kind of creative and innovative with this particular holistic approach. So that's coming up, and I'm sure that in our next episode of Sound Healing News, I'll be able to give you an update on how all that went. And of course, the panel discussion will be released as an episode of Sounds Heal podcast. So much to look forward to. And thank you so much for listening to this special episode of Sounds Heal podcast. This has been Sound Healing News with Natalie Brown. Be well and stay tuned.